Alright there guys, what is going on? Jay here, and today I have a Battlefield 3 gameplay for you. And yep, this is a gameplay with me and Kibble, as always, because it's just basically me, Kibble and Max that go on Battlefield 3 as a squad. So yeah, in this gameplay I'm just playing with Kibble and we're going around in the heli, ripping shit up. And it was an awesome, fun gameplay with just this match. It was absolutely ace. I did cut it off at the start because I was in a jet. I got like 2 kills or something, which is fairly good for me in jet because I'm not the best jet flyer in the world. But yeah, we eventually got into a heli together and then just ripped shit up and spawn killed and just didn't die for ages. And then we didn't, well, no, we didn't die. Not as in the way an enemy would kill us. No, it was Kibble crashing into a fucking pole like a retard. So yeah. That was absolutely stupid because we were absolutely having a load of fun and he goes and crashes it. So, meh. So the topic I've got for today, and I've got this written down, I've got a few video ideas written down on the notepad. This one I came up with a few days ago, possibly last week, and I think it's a really good one to be honest. So this topic is the old games I used to play as a kid. I am now 16 years old, nearly going on 17. My birthday is June 1st, if anybody wants to know that. I know I've been asked how old I am before. So yeah, I'm 16 years old, born June 1st, 1996. So there you go. So when I was younger, I've always been pretty much a gamer since I was born really. Because I used to play I think it was the PS1 we got first. I think that was the first sort of game thing we ever had. But that was a PS1. So PS1 were absolutely awesome. I used to play Spyro on that. That was a great game. I used to sit in my room just playing that. Dragon Ball Z, that was a great game. I can't decide whether that was for PS1 or PS2. Either way, I'll let you figure that out yourself. But yeah, Dragon Ball Z was an awesome game, and if you ever played it on the PS1, PS2, whichever it is, you'll know what I'm on about. It is a great game, it's so fun. And that is when I got my first ever blister. First ever blister, and my most serious one I've ever had, and I've only had possibly 3 or 4 in my entire life. That was the worst one I ever got, and that was on my right thumb, because if you actually look at the thumbsticks of the controllers, they're like rubber. And with this game you have to do like code combos, so you're like pressing circle, triangle, X, square, moving your frigging thumbstick at the same time and all that stuff. So these long ass combos that I tried to master as a little kid trying to beat the shit out of the computer, I ended up getting a blister on my thumb, and I didn't realise when I was playing, it sort of just felt like my thumb was warm. Then I stopped playing, I looked at my thumb, I just had a massive blister right in the centre of my thumb. It nearly covered my entire thumb. So I thought, well fuck this, I'm not going to be in pain, so I just bit it. Well, the thing is though, it was like a thin layer of skin on top. So I sort of peeled the skin, it just deflated, and I just peeled it off, and it was perfectly fine. Didn't hurt me at all, didn't hurt afterwards, and it healed in a few days, so it was absolutely awesome. So, and then I moved on, I think it was Game Boys. I think Game Boy Color was absolutely beast, playing a bit of Pokemon Yellow and shit like that. Then the Pokemon Advanced, I got that as well. Funny thing is though, the electric went off one day, so we had no power in the house, so we had a candle in the living room on the table. Because I was playing Pokemon, I didn't want to stop playing. So I moved over to the table, put my Game Boy Advance behind the candle because it's so bitch black, plus it was night time so I couldn't see anything. I put my Game Boy Advance behind the candle while playing, and then it burnt straight away. Like the centre of the screen rised and cracked, and I've still got that Game Boy today. It's right underneath my bed and it's ace. It still works and everything, it's just that little bit in the middle, you can't be arsed with. It's so annoying. It's going to check. Right, I've got plenty of time to talk. So good. Talk about my games. And then it was the Game Boy Advance SP. I had a blue one of them. Oh, by the way, my Game Boy Color was the blue one, I think, as well. So was the Advance. So yeah, they were all blue because blue's my favourite colour. Plus, I think that was the default colour anyway. But yeah, that was a Game Boy Advance SP. That was the flip fold one, and that was absolutely ace. I used to love that. And then that's when I found the best Pokemon game ever, and that was Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. Me and my cousin used to love that game, and I still love that game today. I can just download it on the laptop, and I can play it on a ROM or anything. I think I've actually got it downloaded to my laptop still, from ages ago, so I can go on that and play Ruby and Sapphire for days. And with it being on the PC, if you didn't know this, you can actually speed up your gameplay just by holding down the space bar, so it does like super speed, so you can go through the game. They'll say you've done like 100 and, you know, like 1,000 hours when really you've only played it for about possibly like 10. So yeah, it's really good. So that's my favourite Pokemon is Ruby and Sapphire. They're absolutely ace. Oh, also Gold and Silver, they're good games, and I used to play them on the SP. Yeah, on the Advanced SP. So yeah, Pokemon, that's a big part of my life. Guess how I got into Pokemon though? Pokemon, I got into that by watching the TV program. I don't know if there were, I don't know whether the like Pokemon episodes, cartoon stuff were out when before I started playing Pokemon. Can't remember if I ever watched it. But I got into Pokemon with my dad. My dad actually got into gaming and Pokemon with me, so he basically introduced me to Pokemon. We would both play it like saddos, and he used to be better than me, and it pissed me off, so I was competitive against him, like, alright, I'm going to fucking beat you, I'm going to get farther in game than you, and then he ended up completing it before me with the higher levels and shit. It pissed me off. Then it carried on going through a few years. I think it was me and my dad playing Pokemon and stuff. Then the PS2 came out, and we started playing Need for Speed and stuff like that with each other, and then Mortal Kombat, we played that on the PS2, and this was while I was like 10 or something. I was playing Mortal Kombat, ripping people's heads off and spines out and ribs out and hearts and all sorts, playing with my dad competitively, just against each other. Or what we used to do, because we actually both ended up getting a PS2, because at first we had the black default PS2, and then when it came to my birthday the next year, I asked for a PS2, and I ended up getting a silver one, which was like a limited edition one or a different version one, which was absolutely ace. And then, so we both had our own memory cards and stuff, so we're both playing it at the same time, and then we'd be like competing against each other who could get through, I can't remember what it was called, like the path journey thing. We had to go through like 100 levels and complete them all and do certain things, learn different characters, beat certain things and all that shit. Do sorts of challenges. We used to love that and just compete against each other who could beat first. Of course, my dad being older and better gamer than me, he ended up beating me, this little bitch. But yeah, and then I think he sort of slowed down from gaming then, and then I took over and went advanced and all that. But now my PS2 Silver is now broke, and the black one, we've still got that today, and it still works. And that is the end of the gameplay and the commentary, guys. If you enjoyed this, I'm sure you did, I did. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like, rated, comment, subscribe, and always, bye bye. And I'm sorry if I don't upload as much as I used to, I'm just not into YouTube as much, so meh. Bye.